What's going on YouTube? It's A-Trot11 back here with another video. Finals has arrived in MLB The Show 21, one of the biggest content drops of the year, and today I want to give you my top 10 finest cards that you should be looking to add to your lineups. Keep in mind that these picks are from Team Affinity only, and I do not use the cards from the packs. So along with that, these choices are based off of my personal preference, what I want to add to my team, and the swings that I like to use. There are a lot of great cards in this set, so it's open to debate, but in my opinion, one thing we can all agree on is that this is one of the best card arts we've ever seen in Diamond Dynasty. They really do know how to go above and beyond over there at STS, and I think it goes underappreciated. So before we get into this one though, hit that like button, subscribe to the channel if you're new. I greatly appreciate it. Leave me a comment telling me who you think your favorite finest cards are, and who you plan to use and where. So also, hit that notification bell so you know every time I upload one of these. And finally, have a happy Thanksgiving. It's one of my favorite holidays of the year. So let's kick things off with number 10. Number 10 on the list is Bryan Reynolds. Some of you know that I'm a Pirates fan, but that's not the reason why. I like Pittsburgh, but this card is a switch hitter with 97 fielding, is well balanced, and has a decent swing at the plate. He probably won't make my outfield since I just got that 99 Griffey card, but he will be in my consideration for at least a bench bat if I'm going for a switch hitting option, especially in events and BR. He could really shine there. Number 9 is Kyle Tucker. With him being a really balanced left-handed hitter with good fielding, his attributes being so good against lefty pitchers as well, he will be a great guy to use in events and BR because he doesn't have many weaknesses. I'm okay with the swing, but if you're really good with it, he can be a really good option for you moving forward if you need some outfield help, if you don't have the elite guys like Griffey, Mantle, Mays, whatever. He could be a really good option for you. Use that fielding. Doesn't have a ton of speed, but use that fielding, use that bat to your advantage. Next up is a member of the World Series champion Atlanta Braves. I really like this card, but I put him down here solely based on attributes because other cards in this set have similar attributes, but Freeman has less fielding and less speed. That won't matter as much at first base. He'll still be really solid, but I'm putting him here just because of a very small detail. He has a good swing, he has good power, good enough fielding, good enough speed. I'm just saying I prefer a little bit higher on both. Number 7 is a personal choice of mine because I absolutely love Brandon Lyle's swing in this game. He has great stats against both sides, gold fielding until you get into a high parallel, but since I have Betts at second base, he might be my go-to bench bat. Using him offline felt really good. He hit a bunch of home runs. I really hope it translates to online gameplay, but he's got decent enough speed, he's got good power versus both sides, and diamond fielding once he gets to parallel 5, so he could be really good at second base. For number 6 for me personally, if it wasn't for a man named Jimmy Fox, I would choose this as the best catcher in the game. But based on my swing preference, I chose Fox, but if you like Perez's swing at all, and his defense, he's probably the best overall catcher that you can use right now. Perez is also a little easier to get than Fox if you don't have a ton of cards, so maybe you can bump him up the list if you need a solid backstop. If you like his swing more than Fox, I would absolutely go for this card, but for me, I'm not very good with it. Jimmy Fox is better for me, so that's why I put Salvador Perez number 6. Going into the top 5 now, I'm going to start off with Max Muncy. He won't be starting on my squad, but he will be on the bench because of his great swing. And like I said earlier, defense isn't the end-all be-all at first base, but he almost has max fielding at first, which will give him some of the best animations you can have over there. And this is one of the reasons I put him over Freddie Freeman, is because he's got the 96 fielding, he's got more power than Freeman. I like his swing more personally, so I put Muncy here in the 5 spot, and I think he can be a good option at first base if you don't have a guy like Babe Ruth or Lou Gehrig. Juan Soto basically gets a finest card every year now, and I don't know how, but they always seem to get better. The 99 Soto in MLB 20 was one of the best hitters we've ever seen, and now they have him diamond fielding when you parallel him up. He should be a bench bat at minimum in people's lineups, and if you're missing some of the elite outfielders, he shouldn't disappoint, especially when he has 90 fielding at parallel 2. And with the core 4 hitting attributes being over 100, this card will hit basically any pitcher in the game, no matter who it is, on any difficulty. He should be very solid all across the board, no matter if he's on the bench or in the lineup. Alright, this may be too high for some people, but I have Marcus Semien in the top 3, and here's why. For those of you who used his Lightning card this year, it was pretty special. For some reason in this year's game, Semien's swing is just crazy good. I've been using him to complete the Conquest maps. He had 15 home runs in 30 games, and I know that's Conquest. I used him in one ranked seasons game, and he had a home run in that one too. He's got 94 fielding, 96 reaction. His arm strength really isn't that good at third base if you put him there, but 86 speed and great power against both sides. This card hits the ball well. When he hits it well, it's basically gone, and that's why he deserves to be up this high. He will be taking over third base for me as of right now, and he's got one of my favorite swings. I had to put him there. I've seen people out there who don't particularly like this card, but if he's anything like his 93 from the first Player of the Month set, he might be the best pitcher in the game on paper. His pitch mix of sinker, cutter, curveball, changeup, slider is really solid because every pitch has some form of movement to it. He made my starting rotation, and with parallels, he should only continue to get better because 118, 116, 114, 109 is basically a Greg Maddux on steroids, and he can locate with that 99 velocity and 99 break. So he should be really solid, especially if he's anything like that 93 that we saw earlier in the year. And we'll round out here with the number 1 player, the cover athlete of the game, El Nino Fernando Tatis Jr. We were expecting this card to be great. He was one of the first ones to be announced, and they dropped this card, which in my opinion is the best shortstop in the game on paper. A ton of speed, max power, diamond fielding, and a great swing is a fantastic combination and should be making lineups everywhere. He can play virtually every position except first base and catcher. This card is one of the best in the game. Go get him, put him in your lineup, use him. He's really good. I highly recommend him. And if you have it set to where you can see the bat flip animation on home runs, that's also really good. You'll probably enjoy that. So just put him in your lineup and see what he does. So there you have it, guys. My top 10 finest cards from the 5th Team Affinity set this year. Remember to get in those comments and tell me who you like more and where you agree and disagree. Hit that thumbs up button and notification bell on your way out. Hit subscribe for more weekly updates if you haven't already. And you have a great rest of your day. Enjoy the Thanksgiving holiday with whoever you spend it with. Show your appreciation and what you're thankful for. And with that said, I'm out of here. Thanks for watching.